They say when you become a mother, your heart no longer belongs to you. It belongs to your child. Your dreams change. Your priorities shift. And love becomes something you give, not something you expect to receive. This is the story of a woman who stopped believing in romantic love until it found her again. Her name was Maya. She was 29 when her husband left. No dramatic fight. No shattered glass. Just a suitcase by the door. And the words, "I can't do this anymore." Her son, Leo, was only 3. Too young to understand why daddy stopped coming home. Old enough to ask every night, "When is he coming back?" Maya never had an answer. She worked mornings at a small bakery and cleaned offices at night. Her days were long. Her nights were longer. Some evenings, she'd sit on the kitchen floor after putting Leo to bed, staring at unpaid bills and wondering how love could turn into abandonment so quietly. She didn't cry loudly anymore. She cried silently. Because mothers don't get to fall apart. When you're a single mom, the world shrinks. Friends stop inviting you out because you must be busy. Family helps, but with pity in their eyes. Every conversation eventually becomes, "You're so strong." But Maya didn't want to be strong. She wanted someone to hold her hand at the end of the day. Someone to ask how she was doing. But dating? Dating felt impossible. Who would choose a woman with a child, baggage, and exhaustion in her eyes? So she stopped trying. Her world became 2 people, her son and herself. It was an ordinary Tuesday when everything changed. Leo had a fever. Maya rushed him to the pediatric clinic after work, still wearing her flour-dusted apron. The waiting room was crowded. Leo rested his hot little head on her shoulder. She was tired. So tired. That's when a voice beside her said softly, "Do you want some water for him?" She looked up. A man was kneeling down, holding out a small bottle. He looked about her age. Calm eyes. Kind smile. "I'm Noah," he said gently. "My niece gets fevers all the time. This helps." She hesitated. Single moms learn to be cautious. But something about him didn't feel intrusive. It felt sincere. "Thank you," she said quietly. Leo took the water. Noah didn't flirt. He didn't stare. He just talked to Leo about superheroes until the doctor called his name. And for the first time in a long time, Maya smiled without forcing it. A week later, she saw him again. This time at the park. Leo ran toward the swings, and there he was, pushing a little girl on the next one. He noticed her first. "Hey, fever boy," he joked gently. Leo giggled. Maya laughed. It turned out the little girl was his niece, Ava. He helped raise her after his sister passed away. Loss recognized loss. And in that shared understanding, something softened between them. They began talking during park visits. About parenting. About exhaustion. About how quiet the house feels after a child falls asleep. He never asked about her past in a way that felt invasive. He simply listened when she chose to share. And when she told him about her husband leaving, he didn't offer advice. He just said, "That must have hurt." And somehow, that meant more than solutions. Weeks turned into months. Their conversations grew longer. Their smiles lingered. But Maya kept her guard up. One evening, as they watched the kids play, Noah said softly, "I like you." Her heart skipped. "I'm a single mom," she replied quickly, almost defensively. "I know. My life is complicated." "Mine too." "You don't understand. It's not just dating me. It's us. It's responsibility." He looked at Leo chasing bubbles in the wind. "I'm not scared of responsibility," he said. "I'm scared of missing something real." But Maya was terrified. Not of him. Of hope. Hope is dangerous when you've already been abandoned once. The first time Noah came over for dinner, Maya almost cancelled 3 times. She cooked something simple. Leo insisted Noah sit next to him. At one point, Leo grabbed Noah's hand and said, "You can sit here. Daddy used to sit here." The room went still. Maya's heart dropped. Noah didn't panic. He knelt down to Leo's level and said gently, "I'm not here to replace anyone. I'm just here because I care about you and your mom." Maya had to turn away so they wouldn't see her tears. Because in that moment, she realized something. He wasn't trying to fill a role. He was trying to build something new. Just when she started believing in the possibility of love again. Her ex-husband called. He wanted to try again. He said he missed his family. He said he had changed. Old wounds reopened instantly. Her parents encouraged reconciliation, for Leo's sake. Society always forgives fathers faster than mothers. Maya was torn. The safe choice was familiarity. The unknown choice was Noah. She met Noah that evening, her eyes red from crying. He wants to come back, she whispered. Noah went quiet. Do you want him to? He asked softly. She didn't answer. Because she didn't know. That night, she watched Leo sleeping. She imagined rebuilding what once broke. But she also remembered the loneliness she felt even when she was married. Love without presence is emptier than being alone. The next day, she called her ex. I forgive you, she said calmly. But I won't go back. It wasn't about Noah. It was about self-respect. About refusing to teach her son that love means accepting abandonment. When she told Noah, he didn't celebrate. He just pulled her into a quiet embrace. And she let herself cry. Not from sadness. But from relief. Love didn't explode into fireworks. It grew in small, ordinary moments. Noah fixing a broken cabinet. Leo falling asleep on Noah's shoulder. Maya laughing freely again. One night, after putting Leo to bed, she whispered, I'm scared. Of what? Noah asked. That one day you'll wake up and realize this is too much. He took her hand. Loving you isn't heavy, he said. It's an honor. And for the first time in years, she believed someone meant it. A year later, during a small school event, Leo had to draw his family. Maya watched nervously from her seat. Leo proudly brought the drawing to her. It was 3 stick figures holding hands. Above them, he had written, My mom, me, and Noah. Maya's eyes filled with tears. Not because someone replaced his father, but because love had rebuilt something broken. Noah looked at the drawing quietly, overwhelmed. And in that simple crayon sketch, she realized something. Love didn't rescue her. It met her where she was. Tired. Scared. Guarded. And it stayed. She thought her love story had ended the day he walked out. But sometimes, endings are just space being made. For something gentler. For something patient. For someone who doesn't run when life gets hard. This was not a fairy tale. It was laundry on the couch. It was fever at midnight. It was choosing each other, every day. And that was the love story that made her cry.